Randy, these are cool, but can we get the Capcom video game ones, please?
Greetings, all. This is Alternate Head. I'm Greg.
And I am Matt.
Today, we're back with another toy review. This time, NECA's Predators Machiko. Alright, so Machiko is from the Dark Horse Alien vs. Predator comics. This looks specifically, because I read the novels. There were 3 of them when I was little.
I tried.
And she was just like a Weyland Yutani employee, and then got sucked into all this and became the female Predator. And when I saw them solicit this figure, I was like, what the hell costume is that? And then, on the back, it's like, oh, it's from the interior panels.
It's from that.
So it matches perfectly. Yeah, I think it's been nice to get some new stuff from NECA because it's been so long. And this series, as it's known, was delayed like over a year.
I mean, it looks really good out the box. Liking a lot of the sculpting and details. There's going to be some articulation problems. It's NECA, but the sculpt is always there, which is really nice.
Just more stuff in the Predator world. Female figure, so that's a big plus for me. Like a non-white lady, so a nice Japanese lady sculpt. And then they can do some, just so we can see some different things once in a while. Yes. Her accessories, just a few here. She comes with this gun, which is comic specific, I imagine. It's very nice. An alternate right hand to hold the gun barrel. And her biomask. Once again, sculpt is right up there with NECA stuff. This mask reminds me of the drawing of Simba that Rafiki makes.
It looks almost like exactly
It
the
looks
same.
like a cat face.
The details on the inside are really nice. There's a lot of
sick.
sculpting in there.
Space
Looks like
Marine
crazy
gun.
Nerf gun.
Mm-hmm.
Just like overdone, crazy 90s shit. It's great.
And an alternate
Bang,
grippy
bang.
hand. Yeah, so interesting. Let's take a look at her details. There's a lot of nice sculpting here, lots of original stuff. New female body.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. All the fishnets are sculpted in just like on all the other Predators.
Mm-hmm.
You got the same little backpack thing. A lot of soft pieces that overlay. Her hair is amazing. It's layered like 3 times. All the paint's there too, all the way up in it. You got all the
way up in it.
all the way.
Yeah, I think they had to, because in the art she has this huge mane behind her that's crazy. So I think they made it in different sections, obviously, to attach easier, and then...
I looked at a few of these. They're all kind of a little cockeyed, but...
Yeah, and then because she has the big power pack on her back, so they need to like kind of overlap so she can... her head can turn the right way, I guess. So they were smart and they thought of that.
Hair's pretty soft, so you can move her head pretty well. I mean,
yeah,
it's nice.
And then the armor's kind of plain in the comic, so the way that the sculptor interpreted everything, just extra paneling and surface texture, is pretty amazing. And then as you'll see in the next review, it lines up with Broken Tusk's armor style, even if it's not the same color. It looks like it's made by the same like clan or individual, which is a nice touch from NECA. And then they did a good job because Machiko, like a lot of the statues and figures are like super sexualized. So I'm glad that they went for like a specific comic book look where she still looks like a predator huntress.
Yeah, it's not overdone. It's nice. All the
And she
sculpting
has,
is there.
yeah, she's got sculpted butt cheeks. I love it. Let's take a look at articulation. So standard NECA setup. Once again, the backpack is in the way of the head, but it's on a kind of a ball pin up there. She can get as much movement as you would assume, tilt side to side, and I think it's good enough. And then these are like kind of, they're like the male Marvel Legends arms almost. There's like a shoulder piece, a top bicep swivel, and then a classical double disc elbow, which is very nice. The first time we've seen that on a NECA female. We'll come back to double jointed elbows later, but I think it was cool to see this kind of old school elbow. And then a rotation at the top of the gauntlet, and the hands hinge and swivel. The right gauntlet on mine was fused, so it can't rotate, unfortunately. Hand is the same. And then the torso, like most NECA figures, has this double barbell system with kind of a top joint and then one that goes deep into the waist. So she's actually pretty flexible, and the armor sculpt is unbroken. I like it.
Yeah, and as usual, you have like a lot of articulation in the legs due to how they do their hips, which is pretty cool.
I think that...
The only problem, I think, right, is the knee.
I was going to say, one of the knees is fused because they're double jointed as well, but because of the knee armor and the wrap on the back of the knee...
It's way too tight.
It's too tight anyway, and then because the top of the shin armor is like right there, I don't know, it's just not great.
Yeah,
and
she
then,
only gets about 90.
Yeah. We come to the NECA, once again, the butt. We come to the NECA feet. So a lot of this articulation up above is almost canceled out because of their strange, like, ball jointed feet. I think they need to come to some kind of ankle pivot swivel that we're used to, like from other companies like Hasbro, because even though her legs can move really nice, she's not stable with her feet.
No, she can't do any running poses or anything. Even though she has toe articulation, it doesn't really help.
They put toe articulation in.
And
weird. Then she's a predator warrior, so I want her to do stuff. But anyway. So, pros and cons. So this is a removable mask as opposed to an alternate head to save budget, I guess. But it slides over her face and kind of plugs into the hair, her big mane. And it looks good, just like the comic. Comes with little tubes that you can plug in somewhere.
I don't know if you noticed, but like it doesn't really line up with her eyes, like almost at all. It's much lower.
It plugs in to
makes her look down, but
like it fits with her hair, not her actual human face.
Yeah. And you plug these little guys in there.
It gets the job done. It looks just like the art, and her hands are nice and soft, so the gun can fit in there. It's a pretty big handle, so you kind of have to force it in. Unfortunately.
Be gentle, Greg.
I wonder if this gun came with somebody else or will be coming with somebody else, but it seems oddly specific.
It's very large.
Her alternate right hand is more open as opposed to the fist with the wrist blades. And it also has a disc that pivots on the opposite kind of axis. It goes like up and down. So
be careful plugging that thing in.
Yeah, but then you have
blades are right there,
And the blades are always very fragile on these Predator figures.
You can pull them out just like the other ones.
Here's Machiko with some Predators. Good size there. Here she is with some aliens. They're pretty big too. Here she is with some Weyland-Yutani employees, because she used to be one.
Yeah, all the scaling's great.
And some Colonial Marines from Aliens. She fits right in as a human. And some other NECA females. Good size once again. Great to add to them.
Way more articulation than the other ones.
Yeah, so Blade Runner Love is the only other female I can think of that has double jointed elbows. And it's that new NECA way of doing them that I think showed up on these, or maybe the Evil Dead Ash figures. So just a comparison here. Interesting, different way they've done it.
So yeah, this figure is pretty amazing. I like it a lot. The sculpting, the details always are good from NECA. The feet suck. But on the other hand, what is she going to do besides, shoot some people and cut some people up? She can put her legs pretty wide, which is fine, but she can't do any lunging forward, running type stuff. I like it.
She looks good.
It's great. Everything's
posing this figure, I was thinking it more of in terms of the character, so I was getting frustrated of what she couldn't do, instead of just thinking of it as another NECA figure where I'd be resigned to the fact that it's limited. But that was just me, so it's a very good compromise. I still give this figure 8 or 9 out of 10. There's some paint scratches, just
definitely up there.
Typical joint tolerance, and sometimes things are fused with paint, or the plastic's a little warped. But it's so nice seeing something that I was looking forward to from NECA for so long, from one of my favorite franchises.
Yeah.
Sexy
it's good.
Lady. Dude, underbutt.
So, if you like the figure, if you like the review, go ahead and hit subscribe, like, comment down below. Hit that notification bell. Yeah. See you next time.
Heck yeah, guys.
My cheese toes.